for those who can afford higher education costs to pay. This emerged at an urgent media briefing convened by the ANC Sub-Committee on Education earlier today. There is concern that if students and parents continue boycotting the payment of tertiary fees, universities may go broke.
It appears there's no end in sight to the impasse between protesting students and government over calls for free education. The ANC is now calling on parents with the financial muscle to come to the party.
The ANC says its interventions on higher education fees are not meant for those students who can afford tertiary education. To this end, the ruling party has appealed to the parents of higher education students who can afford to pay for the fees.
I have children at university, and when the fees are stated, if we can, we pay. Sometimes late, sometimes not, not late, but we pay. So we don't go through a means test. And we are appealing, as the African National Congress, as I said, to those of us who are able to pay to continue to do so.
Higher Education Minister Blade Nzimande, who addressed the briefing in his capacity as a subcommittee member, elaborated on last week's walkout by some student leaders during a meeting in Tembisa.
And at the end, we also agreed to form a smaller committee made up of representatives from students, vice-chancellors in our department of Higher Education and Training, to discuss all those matters and report back in a month's time. That's a very clear deadline, in a month's time, to come back and report. Maybe also it's important to say here that I have subsequently received a request from those students who walked out that they would like to meet with me.
The ANC's pronouncements come amid continuing sporadic protests at some campuses, including in the Northwest and Pretoria. The ruling party has announced additional funding will be made available in addition to the 10 billion rand that NSFAS will offer for the 2016 academic year. Meanwhile, relative calm has returned to Wits University as registrations continue. Dumala Mutlaudi, SABC News, Johannesburg.